Last season, they met just over an hour down the road with the Big Ten championship at stake. And today, there are enormous implications for the rematch. Ohio State comes into Bloomington to take on the reigning national champion, the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you for more on this Big Ten clash. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeps it moving. It's Jackson. There he goes. Past the 50. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Say it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Turns up, it's Preston. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense.
He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish strong.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Here's Sayin to throw. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Hits the hole. It's Jackson. Knocked down immediately.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. On the move. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Hauls it in.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Say it. By himself, he makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. On play action. Moving out to the right. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throws to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. First play of this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Beebe. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Turns into the pile. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Got to make the play on 4th. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! What a grab in the end zone for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go back to work on offense. Got an alley. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Left side is shot. Could not make his way to the corner. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hard running there. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Ohio State. Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. The short hands, it's Marsh. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Smith with the grab over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 25 team.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Rolls right. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Motion from the wideout. Quick give. It's Beebe. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to squeak through the pile. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Between the hashes, it's shot. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Straight ahead, it's Beebe. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Marsh. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires left. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Buying time to his right. Looking to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, second down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They've got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Using his feet. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sells the run, lost a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
They're all over him. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Beebe. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry up.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now to win.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse.
Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 20. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quick.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeye!
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. Oh, he missed it. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Off play action. Look out. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
The run inside. It's Richard. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Hoover. Right side, it's Preston.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Drops back on 1st down. Rushes on. Trying to buy time. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to the big tight end. Way off target there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Snapped on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Past the 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, so I guess at least they've got that going for them. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Throwing, say it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Here we go.
Short pass. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Coming out with it, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Setting up the screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit them with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Lost to throw on first. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. Out wide right, it's Barker. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And unfortunately, man, another incomplete.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To the air, it's Hoover. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Say it. Oh, pressure's coming. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people pointing to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's good.